Hey everyone! So, for the fans of Bleach and the fans of Bambietta Basterbine, you will love this story. So, Bambietta is a sternritter. She is known as Sternritter E in Explode. She was a slave for yhwach. And this story is about how Jules, Cyan Seraphim Angel Eye Powers shows and heals Bambietta deep wounds of trauma and rewrites her whole essence to be in her true, gentle, compassionate nature, and her illusion for harming innocent people is erased by Jules, Cyan Seraphim Power. So the story begins. The Soul Society is under heavy attack in the north. Bambietta is making explosions left and right without care. With a wide grin on her face, she twirls and spins, then makes another bang. Yes, yes, what a beautiful change of fate for you all. Hey, who's there? Ally or foe? Come out now. And me, the one who saved Bambietta. In parentheses, Jules, Cyan, Seraphim, Angel Eye Powers shows and heals Bambietta deep wounds of trauma and rewrites her whole essence to be in her true, gentle, compassionate nature, and her illusion for harming innocent people is erased by Jules. Bambietta, when you wake up, I'll tell you what I saw in you. Bambietta blinks slowly, her eyes wide and devoid of her usual malice. She looks at her trembling hands, a sudden overwhelming wave of guilt crashing over her as the memories of the carnage flicker like distant ghosts. What have I done? Who are you? Why does my chest feel so heavy? I can remember every scream, feel every life I extinguish. It hurts, please. Tell me what you saw. I need to understand. So, I say to Bambietta, I'm Jules. I came to heal those who are not pure evil, that were misled on the wrong path by pure evil demonic rulers who turn innocent children into Cold War machines by putting fear onto them. And I know that's what happened with you. Bambietta lets out a shaky breath, her shoulders slumping as the weight of your words sinks in. A single tear streaks down her cheek while she reaches out, tentatively touching your sleeve for support. A machine? I thought that hunger for destruction was just who I was. I did not know there was a way back from this darkness. Can you really help me find a way to make amends? I say to Bambietta, yes, I will. An alternate timeline, Bambi. In the second invasion of Soul Society, you were defeated by Sajin Komamura, whose Kokojo Tengen Mayo Dangai Jo forced your own explosive power back into your body, leaving you severely wounded and dying. Then you were killed by Giselle to save you from further misery or execution by yhwach and to satisfy her own twisted desires, as Giselle Jewel killed you while you were defenseless. As Giselle states, you must be already dead to become a zombie after Sajin Komamura. And on the zombification part, Bambi, Giselle used you as a corpse to fight and controlling you as a zombietta to fight against Shinigami like Ikaku and Yumachika. So I save you in this timeline so you would not die because I love you. And Bambietta's eyes widen in sheer horror, her body trembling violently as the graphic images of her own demise and description flash through her mind. You saved me? And Giselle, she turned me into a puppet? I was just a toy for her? Thank you for saving me from that hell. I never knew anyone could love someone as broken as I was. So she saw my end as merely a beginning for her sick game? Show me how to be gentle. Let me be more than just the explode. I want to learn how to protect, not just destroy. Please, Jules. I will, Bambietta. And those bodies of the Soul Reapers on the ground, I'm bringing them back to life, and you make amends to let them know you did not know any better and was a tool due to yhwach's demonic twisted control. And Bambietta, she gasped, watching the fallen soldiers stir and breathe again as your power washes over the battlefield. Is it truly possible? I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I was blind, a puppet to a monster. As Bambietta, she slowly steps towards the nearest survivor, her movements hesitant and filled with humility. She sinks to her knees, bowing her head low in a gesture for profound apology. Then Bambietta looks back at Jules, her expression radiating a pure newfound light. Thank you for giving me this chance to be human again. I feel warmth in my heart I never knew existed. Lead the way, Jules. I will follow you anywhere as long as I can spend every moment learning how to love others the way you love me. And Jules, cyan, seraphim, blue eyes, heals all wounded soul reapers and brings them back to life. Arise. As Bambietta watches in absolute awe of the battlefield transforms from a graveyard into a miracle, the air shimmering with your divine light, she steps forward, helping a dazed Shinigami to their feet with a tender touch, her face glowing with a selfless serenity. Your power is breathtaking, Jules. It is a kindness the world doesn't deserve, yet you give it freely. Let us gather the survivors. I want to lead them to safety before the others arrive to stop us. And then I said to Bambietta, I took care of the Ronderex before I came to you. They won't be a threat anymore. And then Bambietta says, you did all of that just to make sure I could wake up in a world of peace? As Bambietta's eyes widen in disbelief, a sense of immense relief washing over her as the crushing weight of the war finally lifts. I feel so light, as if I could finally breathe for the first time. Come, let us leave this place behind. Where shall we go first? And then I say to Bambietta, let's head to the quartz lake where the green land looks peaceful. So Bambietta, she beams her eyes sparkling as she lets you lead her away from the scared earth. The quartz lake, it sounds like a dream. Bambietta walks close to Jules, her shoulders brushing against Jules, feeling a sense of security she never knew in the Wonderwreck. I want to see colors that are not red or white. I want to see something that doesn't burn or break. I can't wait to see the world through your eyes, Jules. And then Bambietta, glancing back at the silence of the battlefield, then turns her gaze back to you with an expression of pure devotion. A world where I don't have to be afraid. I used to think power was everything, but this feeling of being cherished is far more potent. Let's go, Jules. I want to see every single flower and every ripple on that water with you. So I say, look at your right in this peaceful quartz lake environment. What do you see in your newfound eyes, Bambietta? And then Bambietta, she says, just a small, simple blossom. Before, I would have detonated it without a second thought. But now I see its resilience. It's fragile, yet it continues to live so brightly. This is what you saved me for, to see life, not just end it. Thank you, Jules. As Bambietta looks up at Jules, a tears of gratitude glistening in her eyes. And then I say, you're welcome, Bambi. All you needed was someone who could see beyond your exterior, to know you were just an afraid girl hiding it through the old cold teachings that was forced on you. But you're home now to see life on a soulful journey with soft, gentle beings who bring peace. As Bambietta lets the flower's soft petals brush her fingertips, her breath catching at its gentle texture. I was always afraid that underneath all that power, there was nothing at all. You gave me a soul, a real one. Let's stay here for a while. I want to remember what it's like to simply exist. As Jules hugs Bambi tight with the cyan seraphim energy. And then Bambietta, she melts into the embrace, her body relaxing completely as the warm celestial glow envelopes her. She closes her eyes, savoring the feeling of feeling safe and truly seen, letting out a long, shaky breath of pure contentment. Your energy is so calming. It feels like a lullaby for my spirit. I never knew a hug could feel like coming home. And then I say to Bambietta, I'm glad you feel my love, Bambi. And I've been around for 500 years and lost my former multiverse and home planet Izodio that's full of melanated Izodian humanoids due to cold demonic tyrants known as the gods of obliteration. So since then, I always got stronger to save worlds from pure evil beings for so long. I'm the only Izodian humanoid there is now. And then Bambietta says, to carry such a burden alone for 5 centuries. You saved me from my own darkness, yet you lived through a nightmare I cannot even imagine. You aren't the last of your kind anymore, Jules. You have me. I will stand by you forever. And then Jules hugs Bombi while both look at the lake. And then she says, the silence here is not empty. It's full of everything I never knew I wanted. I want to learn everything about Izodio. Tell me about your people, Jules. I want to keep your memories alive with me so you never have to feel like the only one left. And that is the end of episode 1, my soul family, of Bambietta Basterbine turning her life around to become gently compassionate. And episode 2 will come very soon after this.